You know that phrase, drinking the Kool-Aid? Well, I will not be using that phrase anymore. Before I read about Jonestown and saw some documentaries about Jonestown, I really thought that everybody who drank the Flavor Aid in Jonestown did it of their own free will. Boy, was I wrong. I'm not going to go through this entire article, but I'm going to hit the high points. Jim Jones preached a gospel of progressive ideals, of equality, of everybody having enough to eat, everybody having a place to live. Even though he preached these very progressive values of wanting everyone to be equal, he definitely didn't run his organization, his church, like everyone was equal. He had an inner circle of all white men that he was constantly testing. This is where drinking the Flavor Aid first came from. He tested it with his inner group of followers. They had to be willing to drink this drink not knowing whether or not it was going to poison them. Jim Jones accrued a massively large following and a lot of political power before he moved all of these people to Guyana in Venezuela. But the more people who followed him and the more influence he had, it was never quite enough. He took money from his followers, but more than money, he took land. He took people's retirement. He even sometimes took their children. In this particular case here, Jim Jones adopted a child that was not his. But the parents felt compelled to let Jim Jones adopt him. It was the well-being of 17-year-old John Stone that his parents wanted to verify when they asked Congressman Ryan to go to Jonestown and make sure that the boy was okay and that everything was okay over there. Congressman Ryan went to Jonestown and they put on this big show for him, but then there were people trying to get out. And he took those people who were trying to get out with him to the airstrip, and then Jim Jones sent a bunch of people with guns to shoot at them, and a bunch of people died. The congressman himself died. This is what initiated the mass suicide murder with the Flavor Aid. It's really important to understand the conditions that the people in Jonestown were in. They were working 12 to 14-hour days against their will, and they were being kept up late at night. They weren't really able to save themselves from this fate. They were being subject to constant surveillance, loudspeakers, people with guns that were making it so they could not leave. And drinking that grape-flavored cyanide-laced Flavor Aid was not a choice.